Today we're going to do the makeup. We're going to add the lipstick and the eyeshadow. To start with, we will add 2 new layers. I'll call the first one lips and the second one eyeshadow. Notice I'm placing these layers on the top. Okay, so we'll start by painting in her lips. Before we do that, I want to look at another famous image by Andy Warhol. And this is Jacqueline Kennedy, who was the first lady who was married to JFK. And you'll notice that her lipstick is coming slightly off of her lips here, but they do have a very nice shape. So it's okay to do that. Remember, this is screen printing and you're the artist, so it's whatever you see. He also added eye color on this particular image, and that's something you could do as well. The eye color happens to match the blue in the highlights in her hair as well. Just all things to think about. But we're not looking for perfection here, but we do want a nice result when we're looking back at it. We don't want to look at it and see like uneven lines on the lips or just unnatural looking lip shapes. I'm first going to grab my color, and then I'm going to go to my paintbrush, and I want to make sure I'm on a hard brush with 100% hardness and that my opacity and flow are at 100%. With that, I'm going to zoom in so I can really see what I'm doing, and this is going to take some time and I'll just need to be patient with it. Okay, once I get it close, I'm going to go ahead and multiply it and see how it looks. And then using the eraser tool and going back and forth from the eraser to the paintbrush, I'm just going to fine tune this and clean it up. Okay, and now on to the eyeshadow. Switching layers, grabbing my color, and zooming in. For the eyeshadow, if you want to use a different kind of a brush, you can pull up the window for the brushes. And as you click through the different brushes, it shows you the different shapes that you get. You can also play around with some of these settings in here if you want to try one of those. It's up to you. Also, because it is eyeshadow, and eyeshadow tends to have a softer look, you may want to turn your hardness down to about 50%. That'll just give it a more natural eyeshadow look. That's an optional step. I think I'm going to go ahead and stick with a round brush with a 50% hardness. Once you get one side and you kind of like the way that looks, you can look at it multiplied. The trick is going to be getting the other eye to match it. So you may need to spend some time with that. Okay, once you're happy with that, if you find that the skin color is interfering quite a bit with your eyeshadow color, zoom in on the skin color, make sure you're on the skin color layer, go to your eraser, and you need to be on a soft eraser, so 0% hardness on this, and just very carefully and slowly erase. Now you're erasing the skin color, so you don't want to go too far out because you are on a soft brush, and we're keeping it soft so we can keep this kind of soft eyeshadow look, and we don't want a really hard line right there. But you have to be very careful and not go too far out. Okay, so I kind of went a little too far out right there where I grabbed a little bit of the skin in her eyebrow area, so I'm going to Command Z and bring that back. And I think it's better just to keep this kind of little bit of a darker blue outline there than to erase any of the pink of her skin back there. And again, this is an optional step. Notice that it's just changing the blue of her eyeshadow when I do this, closer to what I had grabbed. But I think the blue, the darker blue on top of the pink that's blended looks okay as well. So it's really just what you want. All right, and you can do the same thing for the lips if you'd like to. That's going to be it for today. Remember to save your work. Please let me know if you have any questions.